What's up, my ding deadly dadas? Well, I don't know if it's my FOMO or if it's just me giving in for the pressure, my dudes. Um, I've been having a serious hang up on Path of Exile 2. 1 month ago, exactly, on this date, 1 month ago, on June the 13th, today it's July the 13th, exactly 1 month ago, Path of Exile 1 released a new league. It's called the Secrets of the Atlas League. Um, I just haven't been feeling the urge to jump in and play. But now, since I've been playing so much Path of Exile 2 lately, I've been playing hardcore characters, hardcore solo self-found characters, I've been playing softcore characters, trade characters, solo self-found characters. I mean, I've tried a bunch of things. I had a mega blast in the Frisia, Legacy of Frisia, last league of Path of Exile 1. Kind of like did the same thing that I've been doing lately in Path of Exile 2 in that league. So in the Legacy of Frisia, I was creating a bunch of characters because I wanted to try freaking everything, right? Um, thing is that I really enjoy Path of Exile 1. But the numbers, the time I've been playing, so I've been playing about almost 1.4k hours of Path of Exile 2 since it came out in December. So that's like 8 months ago. And I've been playing roughly like 1.1k, maybe 1.15 or something like that of Path of Exile 1 over like, I don't know, like 2 years, a 2 year period or something. So I've been playing a lot of both games. Like I've been playing over 1000 hours on both games, but hopping into Path of Exile 2, understanding, like in a more understandable way, how things work, I think it's now time to hop back into Path of Exile 2 for a while. I think this is gonna be what I'm gonna be doing. So I'm kind of like treating these videos that I'm making as one kind of like a log book for myself, like a, yeah, like a player's log, kind of. But also, I do want to make some cool content for you guys. So I just have to approach this how I would actually approach it without like making some fancy schmancy, a whole lot of editing, stuff like that. I just want to make this as I would do it. So I'm just pretty much recording myself doing whatever I'm doing in Path of Exile. So I wanted to have a look at what PODB has actually gathered after a month of this league being out. So let's have a quick read, my dudes, as we are waiting, or as I am waiting for the download. So I'm actually downloading Path of Exile 1. Yes, I had it uninstalled. Because my situation right now is that I cannot have Path of Exile 2 and Path of Exile 1 downloaded at the same time. So yeah, let's have a quick read, my dudes. So in Path of Exile Secrets of the Atlas, tiers have begun to appear in the Atlas, leading to different realities. The originator of these realities has entangled themselves within the very fabric of the Atlas, and they are now trapped. Track down the source of the tiers and uncover the secrets within. The new expansion introduces an additive endgame storyline, a new type of endgame crafting mechanic, 3 new endgame bosses, a new challenge league, dozens of new unique items, and much, more. Yeah, so this is pretty much what happens every single league with Path of Exile 1. It's like they're just adding so much stuff in. But this is actually what they do, right? So this is the like the design philosophy of this game actually. It's like having so much content stacked up that they can just like release a little, like little by little every league. But for the players, it seems like it's a lot every single league. So moving on here, my dudes, a new endgame storyline. So this is interesting because like the storyline as it was before this expansion was that you got these missions, right, from Kirak that you had to go around and do all these different missions for Kirak, and also you would get this invitation for like the bosses. But we have a new endgame storyline, my dudes. So let's have a quick read here. Meet Egan, an intelligent man of mysterious heritage. He is trying to discover his origins, but in doing so, he has found more than he bargained for. In his investigation, Egan has encountered distortions of reality. Occasionally, he catches a glimpse of a young girl through the rifts, Sada. He knows her as the daughter of the great inventor who shaped the Atlas as we know it. These tears in reality, he has discovered, are actually threads of memory, distorted and made real by the Atlas. Egan is adamant to discover what is causing this and to save Sana. Step into the memories. In the Atlas, you will encounter threads of consciousness, a strange thread like substance that appears near the tears. By using a powerful gauntlet of his own making, Egan is able to create a link to these memory threads and open portals to them. Working with Egan, you must step through and find Zana, or whatever remains of her. The areas opened by Egan can be fully influenced by your atlas by your atlas tree, scarabs, and fragments. Your goal is to reach the end, the source of this stream of consciousness, by fighting through a number of maps. Okay, so we're getting pretty much like new objectives that we have to do in the end game. Harness new powers. The areas you are asked to investigate are not just regular maps. They are influenced by the memories of Sana herself and have manifested dangerous threats. Okay, so before I read on, my dudes, so here is an approach that I've been doing to actually learn a lot about Path of Exile 2. So I'm gonna be taking the same approach uh, when I start playing this new league. In Path of Exile 1, I'm gonna take the same approach. I'm gonna be playing defensive. Like I'm gonna be picking freaking all the defensive nodes, the things that's gonna give me extra defenses, life, everything. That's what I'm looking to get. Because uh, I don't mind like things or my playthroughs to take a little more time if that means that I'm learning more uh, about the campaign itself. So it kind of like feels like, for me at least, as a I would say like I'm not a veteran Path of Exile player, so I would say for like a newer player, it would be might be a good idea to actually start more defensive. I mean, it's gonna take a little more time. You're not gonna be doing as much damage like blasting through, but like forget about that. Because you are seeing these people blasting through the maps. Just like going at freaking speed of light. Just and you don't understand why. Like you see their health pools and like their defenses are freaking awesome, and they're doing millions of DPS. But when you're just beginning and experiencing, and you want to kind of like experience everything in the game, in the campaign, or whatever, you kind of like want to be a little more defensive so that you can actually push through the areas and don't get like stuck in a situation where you have to kind of like fight the same area over and over again, because that's the only way that you're gonna do some progression. So at least that's how I'm thinking about it, and how I want to do it. That was just a little side note, my dudes. Anyway, so uh, let's pick back up with the harness of power here. This influence takes the form of having monsters imbued with memory petals. Defeating these enemies causes the power of those monsters to transfer onto you. What? Bro, that sounds super interesting. So these monsters are gonna be imbued with memory petals. That's gonna have like some little fragments, I guess, of those monsters' powers, and those powers can transfer onto you. Oh my god, that's really really interesting. Wow. Each of the memories within the threads will grant you a different special ability. The enemy power you receive fuels this ability and allows you to use it. As you progress further into the thread of memories, the maps can have more than one memory, and thus you can have more than one powerful ability. What? Yeah, so this is so almost like you're getting like a super ability, right? Or you're getting like a ultimate ability that you are actually like fueling, and then you can use it when you have like enough fuel for it. It seems like, yeah, that's really interesting. Face new pinnacle bosses. So the final map in each thread is a true challenge, filled with new monsters and guarded by a powerful boss. Each of these bosses are familiar but dreamlike, drawn from Sana's memories and warped by the Atlas into something very different and terrifying. If you manage to defeat one of these warped memory bosses, Egon will be able to harness its power to delve deeper into the memory rifts. In those depths, you will encounter the most significant of Sana's memories, which manifested into three new pinnacle bosses. Okay, so if I'm understanding this correctly, my dudes, the thing is that in this league, um, like the additions here is uh, like even more endgame. It seems like another activity that you could be doing, like you have all the other stuff that you had before this update, right? But now you have another way to approach endgame, and that's just insane if you think about it. Like because there is already so much to explore and to understand in Path of Exile 1. Okay, so moving on, my dudes, reap the rewards. So, defeating the pinnacle bosses will grant you new powerful uniques and memory influenced maps, which introduce memory strands. This is a new item mechanic. The new pinnacle bosses also drop new crafting currencies, which can be used to manipulate the memory strands on items. In addition, we have supported the new endgame content with a set of new passive skills on Atlas passive tree. Okay. So there is gonna be a so the Atlas tree is actually getting bigger, right? Meet the mercenaries of Thrartus. So, in the Secrets of the Atlas expansion, we are introducing the new Challenge League Mercenaries of Thratos. Okay, So in this league, you will meet lawless veterans who have traveled all the way from the brutal lands of Thratus. They are ready to offer their sinister services, but not for free. You will find these mercenaries as you journey through Wraeclast, one in each area. They each have their own personalities and come with different builds, skills, and items already equipped. Upon meeting a mercenary, as per Thraton tradition, they will challenge you to a duel to test your strength. Before beginning the duel, you will be offered an overview of the mercenary you have encountered. You can then decide to duel them, choosing a reward for your victory, or you can hire their services, take one of their items, or exile them. Okay, so you can do three things, right? You can hire their services, you can take one of their items, or you can just like banish them. Hmm. Find a perfect companion. So after hiring a mercenary, you can view their items' basic stats and the skills they have at any point. All of these are randomly generated for each mercenary, guided by a range of class archetypes. Any of your mercenaries you have active or in your reserve can have their equipment replaced with items of your choosing. Their level doesn't change after being hired, so you are constantly going to be looking out for more skilled and more powerful mercenaries as you advance through the campaign and endgame. Oh my god, yeah, okay, so yeah, this can be interesting. So I'm not gonna lie, I did download this new update. Um, and I tried it for I don't know like a couple of hours, and then I was just like dragged back into PoE 2. But I promise this time I'm gonna stick with it because I really want to I really want to explore really want to explore this like these new features and also like the way that GGG the developers of both Path of Exile 1 and Path of Exile 2 actually wants um, like players to be able to play these games is that you have like these two constant like update cycles that keeps moving. So every others like every 2 months you're gonna have like an update, yeah, to one of the games. So you're gonna have like every other month you're gonna have a Path of Exile update. It's gonna be a couple of months, then you have the or it's gonna be 2 months, and then you have the Path of Exile 2 update. Then it's gonna be 2 months for the one, two for and that's how we're gonna be playing. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna keep moving here, dudes, to read this. Infamous Thrathorn ornaments. Okay, all right. So you may also find particular Thrathorn mercenaries throughout Wraeclast bearing the name of their house. These are noble mercenaries that descend from the four major death trade families in Thrathos. Noble mercenaries are less common, but their equipped items are far better. They are also the sole source of the new infamous modifiers. Sometimes when you fight a mercenary, you may notice the skills they are using are different from normal. If you're lucky, you will be able to select that as your reward when challenging them. Then defeat them, and they will drop the Thraton gem as promised. Complete the challenges. So the Mercenaries Challenge Leagues comes with a fresh set of 40 optional challenges to complete. By doing so, you will earn the pieces of Watcher's Wrath armor set, and you will start earning these microtransactions from as early as 4 completed challenges. Okay. Benefit from King's March services. So King's March from last league, Settlers of the Kalgur League, is going core. But there will be no more town building. Instead, you will be able to enjoy King's March services to their full effect right from the start. In addition, we have added rune grafting a new passive tree mechanic that can be used to replace a passive tree mastery node. What? Rune grafting? A new passive tree mechanic that can be used to replace a passive tree mastery node. The Settlers mechanic has also received Atlas passive tree support and a handful of scarabs. Betrayal rework. So in Secrets of the Atlas, we are reworking the betrayal mechanic. The mastermind is now accessible through a new fragment that has a chance to drop from safe house leaders and no longer resets the state of the Immortal Syndicate. The boss fight itself has also been improved, now with significantly fewer immunity phases and new rewards, including all flame embers. We have also introduced several quality of life improvements to Betrayal, rebalanced safe house rewards, added veiled chaos orbs back to the betrayal drop pool, improved betrayal atlas tree nodes, and the scarabs that modify it. So I'm just gonna say straight up, my dudes, betrayal. I don't know how the heck this works. Like this mechanic, I have no idea how it works. Um, I don't know if these changes are actually gonna help me understand this better, my dudes. Like I have no idea. Okay, I have no idea if this league is actually gonna make me understand more about the betrayal mechanic. Last point on this list, my dudes, is the quality of life features. So in this expansion, we have added a number of quality of life improvements our players have been asking for. For example, you will be able to unveil items by yourself at any time and use Orbs of Horizon on Elder Guardian and Conqueror maps. We have also implemented the ability to pause the game, added a small additional inventory to the map device, and introduced several other useful features. That's about it, my dudes, for this like super kind of short but pretty thorough uh, informational like introductional text to the update. So I don't think there is anything left to say, my dudes. But this is Mounts and Fairy Tales. I'm diving back into Path of Exile 1. It's 1 month into the league. It's still like we got the release date for Path of Exile 2. It's gonna be in a month and a half. I mean, there is still like 2.5 weeks left of July, which means that I'm gonna be having a lot more time to play. And I think Path of Exile 1 is going to be the thing to play until we get the 0.3.0 update for Path of Exile 2. Okay, that's going to be it, my dudes. This is Mouse of Fairy Tales. You are you. I hope you enjoyed this little reading of the text here, a little reading of the introduction. You are walking like right beside me here, my dudes. So if you already started playing, I mean, I hope you're doing. Or if you already started playing the league, I hope you are doing good. I'm excited. I'm excited. I hope my download is not very far away now. Let's have a look. Oops. Oh. Oh no. No internet connection? What? Uh-oh. I need to fix this, my dudes. I lost my internet connection. Bro, I'm gonna fix my internet connection and then I'm gonna dive into the league. Okay, my dudes, this is Mouse of Fairy Tales. You are you. Hit me up with a sub. Like on this video if you liked it. Give me some comments. I'm reading everything and yeah, replying as quick as I can. Okay, my dudes, I will see you in Wraeclast. Thank you for watching.